It is that time of year where European rugby is handing out trophies left, right and centre. Today it is the turn of the Guinness Pro 12 to be decided. It is the regular season high flyers Munster up against the late raisers of Scarlets to decide the crown of the Pro 12. Hello everyone and welcome along to Cornflakes Club, your home of Rugby Challenge 3 and the Guinness Pro 12 final. We have the big decider in front of a packed house here between the Irish and Welsh sides. This one has got all the makings to be a superb matchup, but the first team we have on board playing in the blue here today will be Munster, and of course, like we mentioned before, they were the leading side throughout regular season, finishing top of the table, just 1 point adrift of Leinster. In their semi-final, they disposed of the Ospreys quite convincingly, 23 points to 3, to find themselves here and book a place in the Pro 12 final. There are plenty of key players in the side with Irish names that you would just have to respect at every given opportunity. The likes of the 8-9 combination of Stander and Murray have to be a dominant factor in this matchup. Kilcoyne along the front with Scannell and Ryan are a decent front row opposition as well. Ryan, Holland, O'Mahony, O'Donnell and Stander, that is one forward pack that you cannot take too lightly. Outside Murray is Blindell, former Crusader, with another Scannell. This is Roy Scannell outside him at 12. Francis Haley at 13. Keith Earls, an Irish finisher on the left. A national team knows him very well. Conway on the right. And of course the one and only Simon Zebo at fullback for Munster. It is one hell of a looking side from the season leaders. One side many thought might not get this far is Scarlets, as they've stormed up from third position in the table, winning their semi-final against Leinster, who were right up there with Munster. They were just 1 point behind Munster, remember, and it was Scarlets 9 points behind Munster, who have beaten Leinster from that second position, which is a remarkable feat to storm into this final, and once again they come into this as distinct underdogs. This side though still has plenty of talent, still not the regular names you'd expect out of a team like Munster, but they sure do have the passion and commitment of the best. Evans, Elias and Lee will be along the front row, with Rawlins and Brownie in the second. Shingler, a name recognisable these days as he gets stronger and stronger each and every season, will partner Davies and Barkley along the back row. Another Davies, Gareth Davies, will be going in at number 9. He'll be partnering Patchell at 10, with Williams, Davies in the centres, and Evans on the left wing, Liam Williams on the right, and Johnny McNichol at fullback. It is a very good looking team from Scarlets, especially in the back line with Scott Williams and Jonathan Davies, two of the best when it comes to Welsh rugby in those 12 and 13 jumpers. They should certainly hold their own in the back line, but it's the forwards where they could win or lose this matchup. Who will take the final? The Pro 12 will be decided over the next 80 minutes. So it is Scarlets who will be doing the kicking off here for today's matchup. They're playing in their home strip for this big final, whereas it's Munster playing in their away strip of the blue. So a distinct difference between the two sides straight away as Reece Patchell stands on halfway, ready to give the go-ahead from the referee, who does blow his whistle ready, and the Pro 12 final is underway. Scarlets kicking off, Munster receiving, but they do not pull the ball in, and it is Elias who loses straight away, and O'Donnell gets the ball away to Blindell, who's kicked this into the stands on the full. That is out, and that is a mistake first up from Munster. An advantage straight away goes to Scarlets, who have had the better of the start here, retaking the kickoff and then getting the line-out throw from the mistake. Gareth Davies finds the Patchell. Patchell shimmies away out of one, but a good second-up tackle. Davies puts him to ground. Here's Rawlins, goes nicely. Jonathan Davies again. He's looking for room out wide. Stephen Evans, he's the man that can make something happen. Puts it on, grab it through. Scott Williams on front on the outside, but Simon Zebo cleans up. Scott Williams turns over. He is out. He's not out. Gareth Davies holds it in. Elias, the big hooker. He goes straight through a huge huge hole, and it's 5-0 Scarlets. What a start from the Welsh side. Scott Williams with the ball, and what a tackle. Was his foot in touch? We'll never know. The referee has given the try already. But how about this from Scarlett straight away? This was it here. Scott Williams. Oh, that was close. Great tackle was made as well. But the run straight through the middle from the Scarlet hooker. Elias has done spectacularly well, and he puts the first points on the board in the Guinness Pro 12 final. So it's been all the red of Scarlets to start us off. We haven't hardly seen Munster touch the ball. They did get an early turnover, which they quickly lost, as here is Patchell. Strong breeze coming from his back, but he's close enough to the sticks to nail it without the wind affecting too much away. And 7-0 is the score. Scarlets lead Munster. The start is so important as Tyler Blindell returns back to halfway to resume the matchup. A deep kick this. He finds Shingler, who goes straight to Patchell. Deposits a terrible ball. Davies squirts out the back, gets the last again, but he finds Scott Williams. This man is electric at the moment. He's kicked. It's gone high. Holds up in the wind. And Simon Zebo gets across there, and he puts the returning kick away. Plenty of numbers there in red jumpers. As Elias goes quickly away. Liam Williams going away from Earls. Earls does pull him in though. Great tackle, Keith Earls. Very good defensively. Quickly recycled ball. Finding it out to Evans. Rob Evans. Storming run there from the loose head prop.
Release.
And he's got support right on his shoulder as he needs it as well. Shingler gets the ball away to Rollins as well. Scott Williams again. Oh, he's put it over his head. He had the opportunity, could have put them up 2 tries to zip, but his pass was far too heavy. And Stephen Evans would have had to be right on the sideline to have even got a finger to that one. And now it is Scannell who throws it, stolen in the back, and knocked on from Gareth Davies. Wow, Bernie almost thought he had it there, but Davies
Crouch.
has made a crucial mistake that is, for the 3rd time now, given Munster the advantage to claw their way out of the 22, but the forward pack, they refuse to let it go. They steal the ball back. Here's Davies. He wants to give one back to his side. What an offload as well. Williams, oh, that's terrible. And it is picked up from Munster as they look to spread it wide now through O'Donnell. And O'Donnell has a good storming run, but he is isolated as ever. And Jonathan Davies seals it back and gives it to Reece Patchell, who squirts his way through, but again throws a terrible offload. And eventually it's Conor Murray who thumps this downfield, and it's going end on end, back there waiting, watching. As the fullback for Scarlets, Johnny McNichol, who lets that one just dribble over the dead ball line. And we will go all the way back for a scrum feed to Scarlets after the mistake from the Munster scrum half, Conor Murray. The first scrum of the match was a demolition of this much more fancied Munster pack, but now they get their own back. Well, we knew that was going to come, didn't we? It was inevitable. This Munster pack does not like to be belittled like that as they look to strike away. And it's a great penalty. What a play from Scarlets out wide. And Francis Saley has given up a big penalty. And with the wind the way it is, Scarlets have opted the ball for touch, as that is perfectly executed. My goodness, Patchell has the ball on a string at the moment. That is pinpoint. Given the wind, the angle, he put that so perfectly in the corner, unbelievable. Now Scarlets attack. Liam Williams, he's straight through, and the tackle of Zebo will stop nothing. Scarlets strike again, and it's 12-0 over Munster. Well, that's a tactic for you. Liam Williams right up in the line. Watch him hit this ball at speed and go storming through. Bang! Off the right foot, and he leaves blue jerseys grasping at thin air. Nothing Scannell could do about that. he was left grasping at nothing. Great work there from Gareth Davies, but that Munster defence was all at sea, and that is fitting given the blue jerseys that they don here today. Well, Petchel will be loving the way this game's going. His penalty to the corner has given his team a great chance, which they have gleefully taken as well. And he in turn adds the extras. It's 14-0. Scarlets doing it easy at the moment over Munster. Very much against the pre-match critics how this one would go. Munster much more fancied side, but they've hardly touched the ball, as that is a terrible kick. Left alone too from Scarlets. Here's Evans finding Elias out wide, and Samson Lee getting in the action for the first time. They set things up on the left-hand side, just 15 away from halfway. Davies with a bullet pass away to Liam Williams, who splits him in half again, puts a little chip over, but the wind will carry it into touch. Not the result he was really wanting, but given his angle and the way he just squirted it off his boot, it's not too bad of a result. Here is Scannell coming in to throw again for Munster. Stolen at the back, and away comes to Davies again. He hits the line hard, storms through one, offloads out the back door, but it comes back, and eventually it is Blindell who hammers this away, and on in it bounces into touch. And he will send the two teams to half-time. Could have been another great try for Scarlets. They could have gone in 3 up. But in the end, they settle for just 2. And take a look at that top line. 90% to 10 possession. All with the Scarlets for this opening 40 minutes. That is ridiculously one-sided. And you can tell on the scoreboard that the chances they've had and the chances they've let go, they should be leading by at least double that at the break. Munster somehow still in this match, only 2 scoring plays to get back in level terms with Scarlets here. So a lot of work to do. Territory not much better. 63 going to Scarlets and just 37% to Munster. The line break's telling the full tale here. 7-1. That is one-sided as you'd ever like. It is 14-0. The Guinness Pro 12 final is halfway through, and we have one hand on the trophy to the Scarlets already as we look to go into the second 40. Munster with a lot of work to do. And a lot of work that this man needs to lead. Tyler Blindell has not had a final to remember at all as he kicks high. And it sits up and waits. Petchell's got it in. There's a beautiful pass to Davies, who almost slips through a little gap, but a lot of pressure now on the breakdown for Scarlets. As it does come away to Gareth Davies, who's going to kick this one beautifully with the breeze as well. What a kick from Gareth Davies. Oh, that is pinpoint. Absolutely spectacular territorial kicking from the scrum half, who is having a field day here against Conor Murray. The line-out has been a disaster for Munster as well. They finally get one in, and it's to the back for Holland where they find it as well.
Release.
They are just, 6 metres out from their own line, and they've just got to pass away. And Scannell's, well, really skied that straight up to Johnny McNichol, who passes brilliantly in the offload. Elias away, and once again it's Evans with another chance. He just hasn't had the luck he deserves at the moment. He scored tries for fun this season, but today just hasn't been his day.
Crouch.
Luckily for him, though, his team is doing the job around him.
Sit.
It's another scrum will pack down. We've had really dominant scrums, one each at the moment. Scarlets got off to the first foot, and then Munster replied instantly after that. This one, the decider maybe. And it does subduely come back to Munster, and Blindell hits the tackle beautifully of Davies. Quickly out the back door goes from Stander, who's been quiet, and docked quickly is Conway. Sits up for Scannell again. They look for room out wide. Donna Karan eventually finds Holland, and through goes Blindell. He looks to use the breeze. Can he get this one to hold up? It's a good kick. It's a very good kick indeed. And there's nothing much they can do at the back there. Liam Williams just dives on the loose ball and secures a 22 dropout for Scarlets. Patchell quickly smacks this one in the breeze, finds a hole perfectly, and here comes Simon Zebo, who is a devastating counter-attack runner, but he's subdued nicely, but a great pass, and Francis Sailey goes steaming through, but he is isolated, and against the flanker there from Scarlets, there's no way that he's going to be stopped, but it is turned back over. This game is happening more quicker than you can keep up with. Good tackle there, 1-on-1. Conway has put it to touch from Evans. Well, we've got to reverse here and go back and give some credit to James Davies, who was spectacular in that turnover ball. It's resulted in a line out that didn't seem straight, but now Gareth Davies goes away to Scott Williams. He steamrolls through the first defender. Slow ball here for Scarlets. Davies again to Williams. He's got a man on his shoulder with Shingler. Shingler does well too. He's got to support himself with Jonathan Davies. Jonathan Davies down the wing. He's only got Francis Sailey to beat. He's going to do it! It never looked like he'll get there, but Jonathan Davies scores a stunning try. Munster always looked like they had that covered, but Davies was just that little bit more elusive than they thought. This was great work from the outside centre. The battle against his opposite number, Francis Sailey. And you've got to give the bulk of the work there to Shingler, who did a great job of holding that ball up, finding a support play out wide. And we know that when he puts the foot down, Jonathan Davies has quite a bit of pace. And he used every little piece of it. And that little run home there, a great try, a decisive try as well, as it puts this game out to a 3-try game now against Munster. Taking his time if this one is Patchell. Now he steps up to it, hits it, looks high, looks straight, looks alright, it looks like 2 points. 21-0, Scarlets are doing it relatively easy here. And to think what they had to do to beat Leinster, 27-15, they did that one by a good margin of 12 points. They're doing it even easier here in the final against Munster. Here's Patchell's got the ball straight back, and Reece Patchell goes for a bit of a scamper. He squirts the ball through, and Simon Zebo kills that play. Good dive on the ball as now they look to exploit the middle of the park through O'Donnell.
Release.
Scarlets shut that down. Here's Ryan. Oh, that's a big tackle there on the big tight end prop, and they quickly shifted. Here's Scott Williams. It's 2-on-1. He goes into Liam, and Liam Williams is in. That is a big, comprehensive remark from the Scarlets. 26-0. That is turnover, counter-attack, as sweet as you like. Great play from Rawlins there, and that pass, Williams to Williams, Scott to Liam, finishing was exquisite. Quick ball, that's what it was. The Munster defence was all at sea. There was no continuity whatsoever. And the finish from Liam Williams is a classic. So this match with 10 minutes to go is pretty much all over now. Very little Munster can even try and do. They've hardly touched the ball, which is the remarkable part about this game. Here's Reece Patchell again. Another kick is over. He has been in some form here today. Here's Patchell. And to be fair, the whole Scarlets team has been equally good. Munster have had little glimpses. We've seen a touch or two from Blundell that has been worth mentioning, but not much has gone their way. Here's Rawlins has been spectacular. Stephen Evans again. He hits the tackle up as well and smacks it forward. Elias is chasing hard. There's something you've got to command from the hooker. Now they have it, Munster, and they look to attack through Scannell. Here's Murray trying to hit the man on the break, but they're covering this beautifully at the moment, Scarlets. Oh, what a penalty to give away! What a penalty for Scarlets! How they got that, I do not know, but that is a stunning penalty. Just shows how dominant Scarlets have been at the breakdown. Patchell, with the game already in the bag, looks to give all the fans in red here a little bit something to celebrate. Oh, but it's all gone pear-shaped as this throw is not straight. Well, he's been near perfect today as Elias, but he's made one little error. And with just a minute to go on the clock, what will Munster do? Well, they've gone for the scrum. No surprise here. There goes full time. We already knew the result. Scarlets are champions, but they've got to play out this last little passage. This will be hard because they know they've won. Oh, what a scrum! What a late hit from Scarlets. They'll turn the ball over. Look at the Munster defence. It's all at sea again. Patchell! Oh, he was close. He ought to deserve that as well. But Munster are going to turn this over. What do they want to do? Oh, it's turnover from Rawlins. He deserves it as well. Now it's Davies. Jonathan Davies. Cherry on top. That is the finish. 33-0. Under the sticks goes Davies yet again. He's had a great game, but there's many people you'll put this victory down to in a red jump in today. There was one. Rawlins was superb. But the whole team, the scrum, the back line, the set piece, dominated from an early stage. The lineouts they put to shame. Gareth Davies did brilliantly to pass that ball in the tackle. And like we've seen earlier, Williams to Williams, we see Davies to Davies. And another great Scarlets try. We almost hit the 90-minute mark. Celebrations are going absolutely wild. But Patchell still has to take the conversion, which the professionalism of the man shows through and through as he nails an easy one and puts the scoreboard, believe it or not, 35-0. Scarlets are your Pro 12 champions. Well, the Scarlets have been dominant in every passage of this matchup. From number 1 to number 15, it has been as one-sided as you'd like. Munster hardly touched the ball, utter disappointment on their faces. You know, another day could have been another result. But Scarlets' form heading into this game was superb. To put away Leinster, the second best team in the tournament, like they did in the semi-final, gave them huge confidence as well. Munster, they deserve much more, but they've fallen well short of the mark here in the big stage, the grand final. 35-0, the final score. Nothing to report from Munster. They were comprehensively outplayed. As for Scarlets, so 5 tries, 1 only for the hooky Elias, but 2 for Jonathan Davies and Liam Williams, who put on an absolute show for the fans here today. Patchell was on fire of the boot and with ball in hand, numerous line breaks and 5 conversions to top off a great night to be a Scarlets fan. Well, not much changed in it in the possession stakes, only 22% over a full 80-minute display for Munster. That is never enough to win a game of rugby at this level. 22%. Unbelievable. On the stage that this was, Pro 12 final, to choke that badly would be so utterly disappointing. Scarlets, on the other hand, 78% of possession, 71% of territory. They turned over 2 scrums. They made 11 line breaks to 4. They were all over this game. They did make a lot of handling errors. Munster made none. But to be fair, with only 22% of the ball, there's not really much of it to drop, is there? Big result here today. Scarlets are your Pro 12 champions for the 2016-2017 season. What a season it has been as well. Scarlets are winners. Munster, unfortunately, they are the losing finalists, but they'll come back better next year for it. Scarlets, though, what a season for them, and they will just go from strength to strength from this in the Pro 12. A big season ahead, off season as well for both these sides, as again the cycle restarts as we look forward to the 2017-2018 Pro 12 season. Thank you all for joining me here today for this match. I hope you've all enjoyed it. A great win for the Scarlets over Munster, and we'll be back again for plenty more rugby action. Of course, Lions Tour is about to kick off, so do stay tuned to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and keep an eye on all the content coming your way in the coming weeks, and really over the coming month of Lions Tour action. But from the Pro 12 and from me, that is my time done and dusted. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you all next time. Until then, take care.